From our cookbook. We're not going to do cookbook recipes every week, so if you don't have one, it's not a big deal. But also on Instagram, I do post the recipe we're doing on either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, whenever we decide, and all the ingredients. So if you have an Instagram and you follow us, you can know what we're making ahead of time. So today we are making a casserole. This is the sausage and Gruyere casserole from our cookbook, and this is like breakfast casseroles. Egg casseroles are one of our favorite things to prep for the week. They're delicious, they're really filling, and we just like to top them with a bunch of butter and make them even fattier, right?
Yeah, we're changing the recipe a little, right?
Yeah, we're changing it to what we have in our fridge because honestly, like, you can change up any of the recipes you find online or on our blog to whatever preference you like, whatever cheese you want, whatever seasonings, whatever meat. So this is sausage and Gruyere, but we're doing bison and cheddar today.
So not the same recipe.
Not same, but we're gonna use the same seasonings, and we're gonna be making a casserole. So not that different.
Why'd you get bison?
Because all the meat at Kroger looked really bad, and the only good meat was the 85-15 ground bison. So I usually also just go based on what looks good at the time. And the bison looked great. So hopefully some of you are cooking along. I'm very excited for this one. And if you are, we're going to start in a couple of minutes, but get your oven preheated to 350 degrees because that's what we're baking this baby at.
Okay, we're up and running.
Happy Sunday. Again. Hopefully everyone's having a solid weekend.
And we got over 300,000 YouTube subscribers this week.
Yay! Thank you so much.
Which is incredible. 2 years about it took us so far?
Well, 2 years in August.
Yeah. Which is really amazing. Exceeded my expectations by a lot.
Yeah. Thank you to all of you guys who support us, who subscribe. Even if you don't watch our videos, the subscription helps. This is a really exciting recipe, and I'm so excited to eat it. I've been waiting, holding off. I just had my bulletproof coffee. I had some pickles. I was really hungry.
What'd you make last night? Show them your fat bombs.
Oh.
You're both hot. Usually we only get Mega is hot. Not many people will call me hot. I think she's definitely the more attractive one.
Or some of the girls say Matt's hot. So these are sun butter and baker's chocolate with some red salt on top, and they're the perfect sweet treat for me after dinner.
Oh, we got I guess I haven't put the link up yet. I'll put this up soon. We got a new logo and new stuff that you guys can buy that says Keto Connect. We're gonna try coming up with stuff that's not just Keto Connect, that actually is like cool sayings and stuff, not just like the dumb generic ones that are like, you know, butter plus MCT oil in my coffee. I don't know why people wear shirts like that, honestly.
No offense to you
if you have one. Someone out there watching this probably has one.
Is wearing it right now. Just kidding.
Sam, good one.
What did Sam say?
I don't want to reveal that. Matt, have you had a chance to listen to Daytona or Ye? I have not listened to the new Kanye. I need to do that. Pusha T and Kanye's new albums. Daytona, though, is really good. I still have to listen to Kanye's. New to your channel, and I adore you guys. It's amazing how many new people coming along lately.
Yeah, Keto's growing, which is only a good thing. So, yeah.
I like Keto for normies. There's a new one today.
Yes, there is, with a good friend, Chella. She also has a YouTube channel, Foodie Turns Sleevey. She got the vertical sleeve.
Is that what it is? Vertical?
Vertical sleeve gastrectomy, VSG surgery, and then she's also used keto, and she's lost over 100 pounds. A good listen, especially for like motivation, gym tips, food tips.
Yeah, if you guys listen to the podcast, we've had 2 episodes so far with people who've lost over 100 pounds, just getting their tips and tricks and like what changed for them. Let us know if you're liking those, and we can keep doing those. We have 5 of them planned right now.
6 of them.
6 of them?
Yes.
Yeah, Dr. Ben Bickman podcast was a really good one. He has a lot of great info.
He's a smart guy.
Meal prepping this morning, all keto recipes. Yeah, it's a great day to meal prep.
It is. Maybe.
Hey, Farmer Meemaw.
Hello. Made the golden gate granola. It's the best thing ever.
It is good. It is a little dangerous, I
It's
agree.
dangerous.
Keto Connect Lifer, making your chorizo dip and chicken
Oh, that
salad.
chorizo dip is also dangerous. Any dip for me is just like,
Oh, I like dips.
yeah.
It's not really that dangerous for me.
Oh. Like, I just can eat it nonstop.
You're such a dip person.
Matt, you don't really like dips.
I don't. That's why it's not dangerous.
Oh,
for
they
me.
said, oh, I like dips.
I did say that. So
Yeah.
I guess that was incorrect.
He meant he doesn't like dips.
Yeah, Mega eats her food kind of like a pig, just like slop. That's like her favorite form of food.
It is. So he's not wrong.
What do they call it? Is it slop? Is that what they call
Yeah,
it?
they
for pigs?
call it slop. So I can't be offended.
Just finished pulling the pork shoulder.
Yum.
You gotta show your intelligence on every podcast. Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Matt's really good at asking questions.
I feel like I sound dumb. Just like my voice and stuff. Maybe it takes like a couple weeks. Did you think I was dumb when you first met me?
Yeah.
Okay. See,
I did.
that's what I think people think about me.
Yeah, exactly. And people assume I'm smart. And because I'm Indian.
And
But
because you're really assertive and you're like a strong
yeah,
woman type.
yeah. I also am like, yeah, sort of aggressive. But
Let's compensate.
I'm very average. And Matt's actually very smart. So
Thank
you
you.
have it wrong.
We also made ribs yesterday, but we smoked ours. Yeah, so if you guys saw on our Instagram, we made 6-hour sous vide ribs yesterday. They were
Super
really
tender.
good.
Yeah.
But they just don't have the smoky flavor that you want from like ribs barbecue.
Yeah.
That's the only downside.
Can you drink bulletproof coffee and eat breakfast together? I saw the meal plans in your cookbook. Don't usually have them together. Just curious. Yeah, you can absolutely do that. Usually when I drink bulletproof coffee, it's just like I make it really fatty. It's super filling, so I don't also at the same time eat breakfast. But Matt will eat a couple eggs sometimes, right?
Sometimes. You can do it
Yeah.
either way. It's really up to you.
And
I just
personal
find that bulletproof coffee is a good like bridge between meals, or like first thing in the morning gets me to like 10 or 11 lunch.
Yeah, the caffeine plus the fat.
Someone said, how do you get enough fiber on keto? So you maybe want to look into fiber, do your own research on that and see what kind of conclusions you come to. I don't really think fiber is all that necessary. We've gone like 90 days of getting like 2 grams of fiber a day. We're fine. We actually felt really good when we did that. But some days I'll also do like 30, 40 grams of fiber. And I feel less good when I do that, if I'm being honest. So I would just say, if you drastically decrease your fiber overnight, you're going to have like some digestive. It's not going to feel right? But it takes time to adjust to that, and then it'll feel fine.
Yeah, but getting your fiber is easily done from vegetables. If you eat vegetables, that's a great way to get it in.
I am drinking a peppermint tea.
I'm making your chicken enchilada casserole today. You guys give me life with your recipes. The buffalo chicken tenders were to die for. The chicken tenders are just so good, keto or not keto. And that chicken enchilada casserole is really good too.
Your Joule is coming today, so that's a sous vide immersion circulator. I think you're gonna love it. I want to do a video on ours soon because we really use it almost every day. I like it a lot.
We do. We do use it a lot for hard boiling eggs as well.
Any thoughts on protein fasting? I think it's dumb, but I've never tried it, so I can't really speak on it.
I guess, yeah, what are the benefits you are getting from it and why do you do it? I would want to know that before I could even tell you.
I think a lot of times with the protein fasting, isn't it? The only one I've seen is the collagen fasting, which is like 10 scoops of collagen a day to do some kind of like reset thing. I'm not into any kind of like reset, cleanse, detox. Those words just mean like a gimmicky scam type of thing to me.
Any advice for someone wanting to start a keto vlog? You mean YouTube channel or do you mean blog?
Is it blog or
They said vlog.
probably YouTube channel?
Okay. Just start, honestly.
Yeah.
That's how we did it. We didn't like go ask anyone because, you know, you learn along the way. I think that's what the biggest takeaway is, right? You do it, your videos suck, you get better, and that's all there really is to it.
Yeah, I think you have to actually love not only doing keto and sharing your life and just kind of like your own exploration of nutrition and be like feel good about sharing that, but you also have to kind of love like shooting videos, editing videos,
Yeah.
making like putting some
The entire
pride in that.
process.
Like if you go through our videos, you can see how much better we've gotten. I think a lot of that is because we enjoy it. We like getting better and making good videos. Should we start this?
Ooh, you're making broccoli sausage breakfast casserole? Broccoli's great. Yeah, let's start this. So my oven's preheated at 350, good to go.
We're not making broccoli though. No broccoli.
I know, but that's a good
Oh,
addition.
she's making it?
She's making
Okay.
it. Someone is making that, and I said broccoli's a great addition for a casserole. Okay, so we're using 12 ounces. You can honestly use as much as meat, but we're using 3/4 of a pound, 12 ounces of ground bison. I'm gonna add this to a medium high heat pan and get that browning.
So we're using ground bison. You can use ground beef, or in the cookbook, the original recipe, which is actually really good, is pork sausage, ground pork,
Unseasoned.
unseasoned. You can also just buy seasoned pork sausage, like breakfast sausage. We are gonna simulate those flavors with like actual just herbs and spices here. So that's what we're gonna do with the ground bison, and then we got some cheddar cheese we're using instead of the Gruyere cheese in the recipe. But we make breakfast casseroles like this almost like once every couple weeks. It's the number one thing we meal prep. Because it lasts really good in the fridge. It's just as good on like day 5 as it is the first day you make it.
So I'm adding the bison to my hot pan. You don't need to oil it or anything.
Let's see. What book is that? That's our cookbook. It's called Keto Made Easy. Do you have a charity today, or is it for the M&M Honeymoon Fund? We do not have a charity for today. Again, we got to get back to picking that. I've been lazy. Sorry,
It's
guys.
really hard to pick one.
Yeah. If you guys want to email us with any suggestions, that would be cool too. But we're just been rolling it over, so we have a good fund built up. It's probably like, I think it's like around $600 or $700 right now. The honeymoon fund, though, I haven't even thought about that. Are we going on a honeymoon?
We're not going on. I mean, yeah. I enjoy life way too much already. I don't need like a designated period of time.
This is a good question. Do you count protein from collagen differently, since you mentioned it's not a complete protein? Yeah, I like, as long as you're not going super overboard with it and getting like half of your daily protein from collagen, then I wouldn't count it differently, because in the end it's all going to kind of even out. But in my mind, yeah, if I have a really high dose of like collagen or pork rinds or those two combined, then I would probably want to have some additional protein.
Okay, so this is my tray. I've got scallions, I've got sage, and then they didn't have marjoram, but I love marjoram, so I got some rosemary. And fresh herbs, guys, make the biggest difference.
I love sage.
Sage feels beautiful and it smells beautiful.
There's actually a community garden out back, and Julius always tries eating the sage.
And then we have some ground up cloves. We didn't actually have ground cloves, so Matt used a mortar and pestle and crushed them. So that's the seasonings, and then salt and pepper. So I'm gonna get everything like chopped up, the scallions, and the fresh herbs.
Where do you guys typically get your meats? So most typically probably Costco. We buy in bulk steaks from there. That's the number one thing we eat probably. Then if we're just like, we want to make something that night, like a lot of times we wake up and we have an idea, we want to make a fancy dinner, we'll get it from Kroger.
Whole Foods, Publix, wherever.
Wherever, yeah.
Yeah.
If we want something, we really don't go to Walmart to get meat, I would say. That's the one place we don't go.
Yeah.
But yeah, just like slightly more expensive, but I think you get better quality if you go to Kroger or Publix. And of course Whole Foods is like fancy and expensive.
Trader Joe's has really good meats as well, for cheap.
How do I get your cookbook? It's on Amazon, it's at Barnes & Noble.
Keto Made Easy.
Do you believe that too much protein can affect your insulin and glucose? Yeah, it can, but I don't know. So like, I think you only want to worry about too much protein if you're really going for like the therapeutic benefits of keto. Because I know me, when I'm really limiting my protein intentionally and my fat's really high, I feel a lot better. It's a good feeling. But if you're going for weight loss, then limiting your protein doesn't make a lot of sense because protein's like the most filling, and you'll probably have better weight loss success with that. But if you want to be like really well fat adapted, I would say putting in an effort to get substantially higher fat is good. Can you still dunk a basketball? Barely. But yeah, we tried like 4 months ago and I could.
Yeah, you could. I'm still chopping up my herbs.
Yeah, Walmart meats are icky. What are the macros on Costco sticks? You gotta just kind of guess. But they're actually like really high fat.
Yeah.
They have a huge fat cap on them. Are your upcoming weight loss podcasts mostly from surgery people? I have a lot to lose, but really don't want to have surgery despite my doctor's recommendation.
No, they're not all from surgery. Only one person was, and that's Chella.
Yep.
Everyone else is just diet and exercise.
Still waiting on the Amazon pre-order, out of stock? Is that true? I haven't noticed it being out of stock.
For a book? No,
Yeah.
I didn't notice. I looked at it today. Are you in another country?
My daughter is threatening me to stop keto.
What does that mean? She's threatening you, you better stop, or she's
Yeah,
threatening
I
she
think
will
so.
stop? Okay.
The meat's kind of loud.
Yeah, so I've got everything chopped up, and now the meat's basically all the way cooked. I am going to add the scallions, red pepper flakes, the cloves, salt, and pepper, and then stir it around, and let the scallions cook down a couple minutes.
Are you doing any other seasonings?
Yeah, the fresh herbs.
Okay. Like salt and pepper and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm adding in the scallions. I'm going to salt and pepper it as well.
What are your thoughts on coconut oil versus MCT oil for bulletproof coffee? So they're just kind of different things. Coconut oil is MCT oil, kind of, but not really. It's C12, which is not really an MCT. And MCT oil is just 100% concentrated C10 and C8. So theoretically, the MCT oil will convert to ketones faster in your body. So you could notice more of like an energy boost off of the MCT oil. This might be a dumb question, but lately I've been seeing some things that have confused me figuring out the net carbs. Total carbs equals 10 fiber, 4 sugar alcohol. No, total carbs equals 10, fiber equals 4, sugar alcohol is 8. I'm assuming that just means it's 0. So in that instance, I would assume that it's like an international label, and it would be, the fiber is probably already subtracted from the total carbs because everywhere outside of the US does it like that. So then it would be 2 net carbs.
So I added my salt, my pepper, my red pepper flakes, the scallions, and now I'm adding in the cloves, and then I'm going to give it a stir. You can turn the heat down to medium at this point.
Is the microphone connected to the stove? Good question. Sorry about the audio. We're looking to upgrade the setup when we move. Dumb question. How do you know if you're insulin resistant? So a good test of that is like the 2-hour postprandial, whatever that word is, blood glucose test. So like if you eat a lot of carbs and then you test your blood glucose 2 hours later and it's still really high, that would be a sign that you're insulin resistant. But we're not doctors over here. Yeah, sorry about the audio.
Just about cooked, and then I'm going to turn the heat off so you can hear, and
Just got the cookbook and me and my husband are loving it. Awesome.
okay, heat's off, meat is cooked.
Heat's off, meat's off.
Oh, you can see the scallions cooked down, but there's still some bright greenness to them.
And the good thing about making it more like a frittata in the same pan is all the fat is in there.
Yeah. So at this point, if you're not using an oven-safe skillet, you can transfer everything. Make sure you get all the fat and the spices into a casserole dish. You definitely want to spray that with some coconut oil or grease it with some butter because the egg casserole will stick.
Do one of us cook more than the other on live streams and in daily life? Mega cooks always on live streams.
Yeah.
In daily life, I think I cook slightly more. What would you say?
Like recipe-wise?
Just like dinners.
Yeah, I would say Matt cooks more.
What's your take on Jillian Michaels' keto is bad for you baloney? She still sells diet pills under her name. So obviously she's not a health guru in my opinion. Well, I think keto is probably not aligned with like her profit motives. That would be my assumption. So like just trying to debunk keto in her mind is better for her. Because I think once you get to a certain point, like Jillian Michaels level, like top tier famous fitness person, everything that runs through your mind is like through the profit filter. Like what's good for me, what makes me the most money, what's bad for me. So I would say that's probably like why she's saying that about keto.
So
also, she probably hasn't looked into it much.
Add in your sage and your marjoram or whatever fresh herbs you have and mix that around. I didn't add it before because I didn't want to like burn them and they'll get a bitter taste if they burn. So I'm just mixing it around now and then transfer everything to your casserole dish and evenly spread it amongst the bottom. And then we are going to do the egg part.
Someone just dropped $10 donation. Geronimo Venti. Oh wait, Sharon dropped a $2 donation first.
Thank you, Sharon.
Love you guys. Have you tried grenade bars?
Yeah.
Grenade
The
carb
carb killers. So
Yeah.
we have a low carb protein bar video where we talk about a bunch of different ones and their actual being like considering these fibers and the sweeteners they use and then really accounting for the carbs because you can't subtract all of maltitol, you can't subtract all of IMO fiber. So we kind of play the game where what does this actually equal? And
Yeah.
carb kilo bars
I
are
think it was
like
like 8.
one of the worst.
No, it's not one of the worst.
Yeah.
It was like 8.
We had like a you can eat and stay away from.
I would personally stay away.
I would personally stay away too. Just, know that it's not true on the back.
What are some significant things you've seen about dogs that have had major improvements in their health who have been switched to wholesome keto diets that meet all their needs? About dogs?
Julius is on a grain-free diet and he gets an egg every day.
Yeah, so I think keto is probably good for dogs, or at least like a low grain type of diet.
I have a bowl right here. I'm going to crack 8 large eggs. These are the kind we like to get into the bowl.
But I feed Julius like half an egg and then I give him about a tablespoon of olive oil with his food per day. That's what we're doing. We thought about doing the raw feeding, but it's really
a transition process.
Yeah, it seems tough.
And then we wanted to do it for Miley too, but it would be tough.
I've been on keto for 6 weeks and lost 37 pounds.
Congratulations.
The documentary Magic Pill, is it accurate? So, it's weird. It's weird to me that I think the people who are made it are getting like sued or something too.
By who?
By the Australian government or something. But basically, of course the film is true. They're telling you to eat actual food and you'll be healthier. So yeah, in that sense it's true. As far as, like it reversing cancer, I don't know that that's been proven. I would imagine that it'll give you a better chance than a standard American diet, but I'm not really sure about that. And then I can also understand, I think the other case study they did was like epilepsy or just like seizures. Autism. That makes sense to me why it would work too, but I don't know that that's been proven either.
Okay, I got my 8 eggs. I'm gonna add a 1/4 cup of heavy cream. And again, you can adjust this recipe however you want. If you want more fat, you can up the cream. You can also add more eggs if you're making it for more people. This lasts us about 4 days if we each just have a slice.
How many eggs?
8 eggs. So we just cut this into 8 slices.
Are Fit Crunch bars keto worthy? What are those? Have you seen those? Fit Crunch?
Oh, I would say no.
We get asked a lot of questions about bars, and every time we go to the store, we try to take a peek at them, but nothing is better than Quest bars still.
Yeah.
Quest bars, and then there's Atkins Lift bars. I think those are the two best from the
As far
store.
as protein bars go, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna set that aside. And if you're using cheddar, or if you're using shredded cheese, pre-shredded, just add that in and whisk it with the eggs. But since I'm using a block of cheese, I'm going to grate it myself.
So even though you have a bunch of low-carb bars and desserts, you still have to watch how you eat, right? How much you eat, right? Yeah, you always have to watch how much you eat. I would say if you completely remove sweeteners and you only do whole foods keto, then maybe it's possible to just eat intuitively and, maintain weight. But for me, I always have to, if I just eat as much as I want, then I'll just never stop eating, basically.
So we're doing 5 ounces of Gruyere cheese is in the recipe, but we're gonna do some raw cheddar cheese that we had in our fridge.
What do you guys do professionally, like apart from YouTube? We just do YouTube. Well, we have a food blog.
No, we don't just do YouTube. Yeah, we run a food blog and we have a podcast and we write cookbooks. We do a lot.
We do YouTube, and we're working on Project X right now.
Yeah.
Coming in 4 to 6 months, I would say, guys. Can I start hyping it up yet?
Well, don't say what it is.
No, but are we calling it Project X?
Yeah.
Project X, guys, coming in 4 to 6 months. It's gonna be good. I think you guys are gonna love it. I'm really excited for it. Jennifer Lee, $5 donation. What's the best time to test my ketones? I only have coffee with heavy cream and stevia in the morning and eat at noon. Thanks. I always say first thing in the morning, because that has the least amount of variables and actual food from your diet contributing to the levels. It's really just like your endogenous ketone production. Because anytime after that is always going to be influenced by what you ate, what you drank. Keto has proven to work with children for epilepsy. Yeah.
That's how the
came
keto
to
diet
be.
originated, yeah.
I want to invest in Project X. Everyone's excited about Project X. It's something different, something we've never done before, totally new venture.
We are very excited about it and you guys should be too. Okay, so this is a very soft cheese, so grating's not working. I'm just chopping up my 5 ounces of cheese.
There is not a collaboration for Project X.
No. Solo
And it is
venture.
not an app.
No, it's not an app.
How do I get started? I'm ready. Well, I think our YouTube channel is a pretty good place to start. We have a beginner's series.
4 videos. That's a lot of people have said it's helped them. It's a great place to start. Okay, I'm adding the cheese to the egg mixture right now. What?
The Bitcoin channel is not coming, guys. Sorry. Just too much stuff going on. I think putting my efforts towards Project X, which I'm just talking about nonstop now.
And building our family.
Yeah, maybe having a kid someday.
Maybe.
I'll be back.
Thank you for Keto 5. Sorry, Facebook, again, we're working on this. So I'm just pouring my egg over my spread out meat and seasonings.
That looks good. Am I getting it good? Yeah.
What if it's just like your feet? All right. And once I get all this out,
Spread the cheese around evenly
I
too.
will. I'm gonna spread the cheese around evenly, the meat. Spread it all evenly because when you break this up into portions, you want as close to the macros as possible. That's what we like to do. I'm pretty much a stickler about it. You can ask Matt.
So Keto-fied veteran asks $20 donation. Happy Sunday. Thank you so much for what you do and especially for creating the Deeper State Keto course with Keto Savage. It's amazing and has helped me stay motivated and focused I'm feeling better each day. That is amazing to hear. So we're coming up on the halfway point of the first people that signed up for Deeper State, right?
Yeah.
Which so many people, if you guys follow the hashtag Deeper State Keto on Instagram, so many people losing tons of weight, feeling amazing, body fat tests.
Losing inches.
Yeah, it's really awesome. And then, whoa, donations coming in like crazy here. Sylvia Miranda, $20. Did your candied pecans yesterday? Bad idea. I can't stop popping them in my mouth.
So that's good for us because we know you like them.
Portion them out into quarter cup bags.
That's what we do.
I can't stop popping them in my mouth. Oh, making cupcakes for the kiddos. Gonna try your vanilla buttercream frosting.
Yeah.
Crossing fingers, they like it. My
It's
kiddos
super
are
easy.
so picky. They'll like it.
Okay. So this is what it looks like, guys. Before it goes into the oven, 40 minutes, 350.
It's not gonna take 40 minutes.
Okay. Well, if you did the normal casserole dish,
Yeah.
ours was like 13 by,
Depending on the size.
depending on the size. We used a 1 3/4 quart baking dish. That'll take around 35 to 40. This will probably take closer to 20. It's a 12-inch skillet.
Yeah.
12-inch skillet.
Project X is a live online workshop to the masses. Nope.
I like that you're guessing though.
Hi from Georgia. Hi from the other Georgia, from overseas. Thanks for your awesome work. Love the recipes.
Thanks for the support, guys.
I'm used to eating oatmeal with almonds and butter. What can I use instead?
You can do, we have oatmeal,
Overnight oats?
overnight oats.
You can also just like completely change and do like eggs and bacon and stuff like that.
But there's always a replacement for everything. If like that's something that helps you stay on track. We have an overnight oats recipe on our food blog. That's really good.
Sandy says 12.8 pounds lost on Deeper State Keto so far.
Yeah.
Loving it.
Sorry, Facebook. I know you guys.
Can't get any answer. I know it's a cooking show, but no one answered my questions. I gotta go back and look, Lisa. What are you asking?
Also, for those of you who tuned in, we are making a cookbook recipe. We're making the sausage and Gruyere breakfast casserole. We love breakfast casseroles for prepping because they like are really filling and just hit perfect macros. Like add a couple tablespoons of butter and you're good to go.
I don't see your question, Lisa. Every time someone asks me to go back and read their question, oh, there we go. Lost too much weight and would like to keep the keto diet. That's a very low effort question, but you just have to increase your calories. You can stay on keto.
Yeah.
It's just about, yeah, increasing calories, like adding extra fats to your meals. It's not too hard.
Thoughts on the carbonite solution or higher carbohydrate options for keto? Is carbonite solution something that's been coined by someone?
Yeah, it's a profit thing.
Oh, okay. I mean,
We have a video on it, I think, the carbonate solution.
oh, maybe. So check out for that on YouTube. But I mean, experimenting with carbohydrates, I think, is something that everyone can definitely do. And some people, you know, can tolerate more carbs and still feel really good. But like personally, I feel really good when I have higher fat and very low carbs. So that's what works for me. I think finding what works best for you is a good way to go about it.
Yeah, it's worth trying. But no, a lot of people say it's necessary, which I think that's very false.
I don't know what you mean by that. What's a solution?
Yeah, what are you solving? If you are the type of person who wants to eat carbs once in a while, that could be a way to go. But
you can
I
do
think
it pre-workout. That could be a good way to like
Yeah.
work through the carbs and also fuel your workout.
Okay, back to live.
My boyfriend and I started keto yesterday. You guys are my favorite. Thanks for all your help. We are the blue beginners. We are the true blue beginners. And we are using keto on $5 a day. Day one went great. I'm 50, he's 58, and we're excited about being healthier and more energetic together. That is a great comment. I love that. Do you not?
I
don't
do
know
love
if you're
that.
listening.
Yeah.
But yeah, day one, once you get through the first day, I think you're just like super motivated and you know that it's totally possible. Because a lot of people are scared of like, oh, I'm cutting out carbs. Like, is that even doable? But it is. And a great place to start is one of our meal preps, our free ones on our site.
Yeah, I think that's a really good place to start. Don't you guys think soaking your nuts is a good idea? I do think it's a good idea, but it's not like the most practical thing to do.
Or time efficient.
But yeah, if you're like, I think there's a point to where I just don't want to obsess over things so much. Like soaking nuts probably falls into that category for me. I've done it before, and it like removes some of the phytic acid and stuff.
Yeah, which helps it, all the nutrients being more bioavailable. They're easily
Yeah.
digested. So if you guys have like nut intolerances, that could be a good route. Julius was locked in our room all this time.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Poor guy. Miley can open doors like so swiftly, but it's so funny that dogs can't open doors.
He can. He just like hits it.
No, but he was on the inside.
Oh.
So he just has to pull it
Oh
open.
yeah. What is Deeper State Keto? At deeperstateketo.com. It's actually closed right now, but you can join the wait list for when we reopen it. It'll be in a month or two, but it's a 90-day program.
Obsessed with your ice bulletproof coffee from the cookbook. Yeah, a lot of people have been making that. That's amazing.
Is it like a mocha one?
It's like the frappe. I didn't expect so many people to love it. I feel like I have to make it again so I can relive it. Just bought MCT oil. Can I cook with it, or is it only an additive? The bottle isn't informative. Yeah.
I wouldn't cook with it.
I wouldn't cook with it either. Maybe you can use like a tablespoon for a dressing.
Yeah, I would use it in cold preparation.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you're paying such a premium for MCT oil, you don't want to like oxidize it. I don't know even how easily oxidized it is, but yeah, I would say just cook with something else, and then at the end you can drizzle some on. Has anyone done a month with no dairy, and does it make a difference in weight loss?
Yeah, I've done 2 months, and I didn't notice any differences in weight loss particularly, but I definitely felt better. And I did it for like my psoriasis, so like my skin. So it helped because there was less inflammation. Because I mean, dairy is the most like inflammatory food, right? It can,
One of them, yeah.
It can
After,
cause
like, wheat and
inflammation.
stuff.
So it was good to experiment with it, and some people like have said that they've had benefits from cutting out dairy. So I think it's worth a try if you're considering it.
In your cookbook, the carbs aren't net carbs, correct?
Correct. They are total carbs, and then you will subtract the fiber. Did you just spill all that?
No.
Oh,
Julius
Julian.
peed? Oh boy.
He hasn't peed in the house in like 4 months. What happened here, buddy?
Can I find a balance between low carb for satiety and body fat maintenance while consuming sufficient carbs to extreme glycolytic workouts on the daily? Yeah, so I think step 1 would be really doing a high fat, low carb keto diet, like to the extreme, and then maybe step 2 could be adding in a little bit of simple carbs pre-workout. Like for a while, we did this. Do we still have it? The Caro syrup?
Yeah, we should.
You can use stuff like this. It's light Caro syrup. It's just pure dextrose. You can do like a tablespoon. It's about 15 grams of carbs, but you use it during the workout and it doesn't go to your liver, so it won't really stop ketone production. You can try that.
Is there a macros calculator in the cookbook? No.
What?
There's one on our
I don't
food
know.
blog though. So just go to our food blog, and then on the right column there's a macro calculator.
Yeah. Search Keto Connect macro calculator on Google. Should your protein be lower than fat? Yes. That's the way I like to do it.
Yeah. I'm down 75 pounds, but I've seemed to hit a wall. How do I get over that? So there's a lot more to that question, because I don't know how long you've been stalling. I don't know, like what you like. Are you working out as well? Are you like dropping your calories, or your calories are really low? Are you drinking enough water? There's a lot that goes into it, but experimenting with your diet and like swapping foods in and out is always something that could help. Upping your water intake could help. Yeah.
Is oats acceptable on keto? No. I think you're going to want to, that's like a question you can pretty easily research. You're going to want to not just ask questions about individual food items, because we could do that all day. You should just learn how to read the label on the back of the oats, count the carbs. I think it's like 38 grams of carbs per cup, or per like quarter cup. So I would not eat those.
When someone asks a question like that and then you respond like that, I always think of my dad, and then I'm like, my dad would ask that too, and then I feel so bad.
Oh, would he?
Because, you know, some people just don't, like
No.
your mom,
Yeah.
or your dad, or your grandma. Like some people just like, they don't know what a carb is.
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, oats are carbs.
that's a starting place. Now you know oats are definitely carbs. You should stay away. And now when you have a question like that, just look up online the nutrition for that particular food and read the carb column, read the fiber column, and you know, do some figuring out right there.
Yeah, go to MyFitnessPal and start tracking your foods a little bit, because that is honestly the best way to learn about
That's
what's
how
in
I
your
learned.
foods. Yeah, me too. Thoughts on raw milk? We can't get it anywhere around here. It's like it's illegal, basically. But we did buy Julia's
Bring 'em up.
raw goat's milk. Come on up. We bought Julia's raw goat's milk from the pet store.
And
the
then we
other day.
drank it. Just
I wanted
kidding.
to drink
Just
it.
kidding. But Julius loves it.
Yeah, if we could get raw milk, we would get it for sure.
We get raw cheese. That's what we do. Thank you, Matt and Mega. Love your YouTube channel. I've been keto for over a month, down 20 pounds, and feel great. You make it easy to cook amazing food. I haven't even cheated thanks to your recipes. That's what I like to hear. A lot of people ask us why we do so many desserts, but for a lot of individuals, we're coming off like I need dessert every single night. I eat a pint of Ben & Jerry's every single night. And so having those replacements is a great way to start. And then, you know, either you move forward and you cut down on the sweets, or you can keep going like that and, you know, still have success and feel really good.
Yeah. Rev Mike is back. $5 donation. Are deep fried Mars bars keto friendly? What about twice fried French fries?
So I've never had a Mars bar because they're gross, but
Me neither.
I'm gonna say they're not keto friendly.
Can you do keto without counting macros if you've been doing it for a while? Yeah, you can. Like honestly, I haven't counted macros in like a week, and I just put in my macros for today, and I've just like really low on fat. That's kind of what you default to when you're not counting, in my experience.
This is a funny, Jay, he has 2 comments. Friend of mine wanted to try keto. He was dead set on fasting and going full blown overnight. I asked why. He said, so I can get into ketosis faster. I asked him why that was his goal, and he gave no answer.
Yeah.
And then later on, tried to give him advice to ease into it, didn't work, saw him eating Chinese takeout the following day.
That's how it works.
That happens to so many people, and not just with the keto diet, but with like all types of new habit forming things.
You gotta have a
Ease
long-term
into
mindset.
things. But also take one step at a time. Don't like go cold turkey if that's gonna be difficult for you.
What keto cookbooks do you recommend that's out on the market?
Keto Made Easy.
I don't know. We have a bunch of them. I don't really buy keto cookbooks. I buy more like food science cookbooks.
And I mean, unless you like need hardcover, Pinterest and food blogs online are probably like better. So Castaway Kitchen, she's actually coming out with a cookbook in August, but she's a good friend and she has a lot of really good nut-free, dairy-free, AIP-friendly keto recipes and really good desserts. I would check out the Castaway Kitchen.
My favorite cookbook we've gotten is The Food Lab by Kenji Lopez.
Yeah. We got bacon and butter like really early on before we started our really early on. We were like, this is nonsense. Who made this and is making so much money off of it?
A lot of the keto cookbooks are super generic. They just all have like fathead pizza, bulletproof coffee, just like, I don't even know if the person that made bacon and butter actually cooked any. There's no proof.
Keto.
There's no proof in the cookbook that that person made any of those recipes. It's just like all print. It's all text.
Yeah, I would first check out the blog of just a blog, a food blog, like for example Keto Connect. If you like our recipes online, you're probably going to like our cookbook recipes. And cookbooks can be expensive, so if you like a food blog, see if they have a cookbook and then get that one.
How was Butcher Box? We like it.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten the salmon yet though. That is apparently new.
Yeah, I'll have to check in on that. But their bacon is really good. The Pedersons, they have 2 different kinds.
Yeah.
Their steaks are like portioned out, which I like. So you're not like thawing a bunch of meat. It's just like one steak at a time. Yeah, it's really good meat. My favorite is probably their top sirloin.
Just cook bacon and always keep it. Oh, that's a reply. Never mind.
Started keto May 20th, down 7 pounds. Love your channel and your recipes. Shout out to Julius.
Oh.
He just looked up. Thank you for the shout out.
How long does it take to bounce back after a vacation cheat weekend? What does bounce back mean?
Feel as good as you would if you were
Feel
eating
good.
like really high fat.
Probably like 2 days. A day or
Yeah,
two.
if you get back on it, yeah.
Do y'all count calories? Yeah, when we have a goal in mind, yeah.
Do you eat beef bacon?
No, I actually don't really like it that much. We've
I
had
don't
it
know if
before.
I've had it.
I think we've had it once. It's not
Yeah.
that good.
And same with like ribs. Like I like pork ribs better
Yeah,
than beef ribs.
me too. Let's see. What's your opinion on BHB salts? We don't really. I actually have been using them the last few days, but it's more for electrolytes and like I like it. The best use I have for it is after a night of drinking. The next morning, I find that it helps me a little bit. I think a lot of it is just because it has a lot of electrolytes in it. I wouldn't recommend it, especially if you're trying to lose weight. It doesn't help for weight loss. Brev Mike, $10. Seriously though, I'm having serious potato withdrawal lately. Can you recommend something which might satisfy that craving?
Yeah, what are they called? Dang it.
Jicama?
No, jicama could, but jicama bloats me and is like higher carb
The
than
Quest chips?
No. Are you talking about potatoes or potato chips? Because Quest chips
Potatoes.
aren't that bad. Radishes.
Radishes?
The red radishes.
Oh yeah, radishes.
Radishes are a really good potato replacement. I promise you may not think so, but try them.
Is Butcher Box good for a family of 4?
Yeah, I think so.
It's just not going to give you too many meals. I think it's about, what, 12 pounds of meat per box or something?
9 to 11.
9 to 11, okay.
But yeah, if you get it once a month and that's not your only meat supply, I think it'd be great. Because you'll also have eggs, right? And you also get like bacon at the grocery.
For a family of 4, I would probably go to a farm and get like a half of a cow or something, you
Not
know?
everyone's trying to do
When
that.
we get our new house with a freezer, I'm doing that. I might even get a whole one.
He's not getting a
What is a good website to buy keto food from? All we have is Walmart, and our grocery store doesn't have much options. Well, you're looking for like above and beyond just meat and vegetables, I assume then, right? Like,
What?
what is a good website to buy keto food?
Oh yeah, other than Amazon?
Yeah, we only buy on Amazon, and there's one other,
Nutrition?
Nutrition is good.
For like smart cakes and like low carb breads if you want those.
Any new supplement recommendations you've come across lately? Not really. I've been taking just cod liver oil every day, a tablespoon.
And probiotics.
Thoughts on coconut sugar? It's sugar.
Yeah.
I wouldn't use it because it's the only benefit to coconut sugar over actual sugar is, I guess it's made from coconut and it's lower glycemic index, but it's still just like sugar.
Someone said crave potato, increase potassium, and craving will go away.
That's what Dr. Berg says. Dr. Berg has a bunch of weird stuff like that.
That's interesting, though. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but
It appeals to you though in some way, doesn't it? He has this one video I watched where he's like,
why does it appeal?
because it's like very simple answers. It's like if you have
More potassium.
if you have chocolate cravings after dinner, more magnesium, you know.
Yeah.
But some of it makes sense too.
Sometimes I just want potatoes. Major poke bowl with tofu, so oh no. Aloha and mahalo. Come back to Oahu and do a keto class. Those were so many words. A keto class would be really fun, but if someone made a poke bowl, that's awesome. It is so good. Poke in Oahu was phenomenal.
John H says favorite serial killer.
Oh, well, you spelled cereal like cereal, so are you talking about the food or the actual serial killers?
The actual serial killers.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know who's my favorite. Maybe the first person I think of is Charles Manson. Isn't a serial killer though.
I think he killed a few people.
Like
didn't
Ted
he?
Bundy,
Yeah.
I guess. Because he's like handsome.
I don't know that I have one necessarily. Like, I listen to a lot of true crime stuff, but I don't think I have a favorite. Like the Zodiac Killer, I think he's the most overrated serial killer.
Yeah.
He only killed a few people, right? Like 6 maybe, I think it was?
I think it's only 3, right? And then you're
Okay, yeah.
with the pattern.
Which brand of cod liver oil? We get, is it Carlson?
Yeah, it's Carlson.
Lemon flavor. And you can just drink it. It tastes actually really good. Do you suggest using pre-workout before working out?
If you want, it used to like really help me get jazzed for the gym, and I needed that. But now I'm fine. I'll do Zip Fizz sometimes for the caffeine, or just I'm fine with water.
ideas for leftover egg whites from making the cured eggs. You can make our low carb tortillas. You can also, we don't have a recipe for this. You could make like some meringues.
Meringue? We don't have a recipe?
No, we tried it a few times though.
Oh yeah, I don't like meringues. They came out well, but I don't think I like them.
Yeah.
What Netflix series are you into right now? Bates Motel. Someone suggested it, luckily, and we've been into it.
And I've also been watching Rotten every morning on the treadmill. I love watching documentaries on the treadmill.
We love your pad thai. Ooh, that one was really good. You don't even remember it. It was.
Pad Thai? That
Yeah.
was a long time ago.
That was when we lived in Philadelphia. It was one of our like first recipes.
What do you do differently for your kidney issues?
Unsubscribe. Mega supports Ted Bundy. What do I do differently for my kidney issues? That's going to be very specific to what your kidney disease is, or what stage, or like.
Not medical advice.
Yeah, so I don't like want to really give advice because I'm on medication for it, which I don't think everyone needs to be. You're prone to stones. So yeah, I have a lot of stones already just like sitting in my kidneys that just come out whenever they want.
Do they come out a lot?
I'm sure they pass. I just drink a lot more water than probably the normal person because I need to always be flushing because you're also could be prone more to UTIs. Just a lot more water, and I don't go as heavy on the salt. That's mine.
You also like protein powders and stuff are more easily.
Yeah. So exactly. So protein is digested differently or processed differently by your kidneys than like actual animal meat. So I'm lower on animal meat, and if I want to eat high protein, I'll like be comfortable more with protein powders.
I just started the keto lifestyle. How much vegetables would you recommend eating?
Oh, baby.
So this is just me personally recommendation for starting keto. Don't go too overboard on the veggies. Like 2 to 3 servings a day of leafy green veggies is probably good.
Does that
What?
Does this look good? A little longer?
No, that looks good. That's
Okay.
good.
Casserole should be out. Oven is off. Yours might be longer if you used a deeper dish.
Cod liver oil is hella expensive. Yeah, it is, unfortunately. But it's a really good way to, if you're eating a lot of nuts and stuff and your omega-3/6 balance is off, it really helps with that.
Did you just scroll down a lot?
Yeah, I think it went back to live. Okay, right here. Why are you avoiding this question? Why isn't your cookbook and ebook on your IG?
Why are we avoiding that question?
What do you mean, why isn't it on our IG? Our IG feed is only like pretty, what I consider to be pretty pictures, like artsy type pictures. So we didn't just put the cover of our cookbook on it.
I mean, we promote it in videos, and there's a link on our food blog for it, for one of our favorite products.
Yeah. Why should you have a favorite serial killer? Aren't they criminals? Yeah, they are, but I think you can be lighthearted about things that are serious.
No, I don't.
Also.
I mean, favorite in the sense like, what's the most fascinating person, and like the kind of kills they made. Like, why did they do
The
that?
kind of kills.
Right, but like a serial killer
Yeah.
has a rhyme and a reason and a pattern. So like dissecting the pattern, dissecting the person, like what his childhood was like. That's fascinating. So I think a favorite can be
I
like
think,
that.
yeah, I don't, some people are just really serious about everything.
Or
You can't talk about
easily
serial
offended.
killers.
Yeah, serial killers are okay. If you came in when I said serial killers are okay, I didn't mean it the way you think I meant.
What is the most requested foods you get asked to try to make keto? I think we've made all those already, the number one requested type ones. But like, is there any you can think of that we haven't done yet?
From our cookbook?
No, just that we haven't done anywhere. Cookbook or website. Most requested.
Probably like some crazy dessert we could never replicate.
Well, we get asked popcorn a lot.
Popcorn, and then like a certain ethnic food, like what is that? Like Indonesian food we've been asked, but like I don't know what Indonesian food is, so I need to like look that up.
On average, how many green leafy vegetables do you tend to eat daily? A lot of times 0. More commonly, probably like 2 servings
Yeah.
for dinner.
Hi, bye.
I like to go almost 0 carb up until dinner, and then I'll have like a good serving of vegetables with dinner.
Do you have a favorite keto salad dressing or dip? I like the Primal Kitchen salad dressings and mayos because they use avocado oil. So anything using olive oil or avocado oil. And then dip. Probably like, I'd probably make one at home, but I guess a store-bought dip would be like guacamole. Yeah. Started keto for 1. I'm down 40.8 pounds. Just had a checkup and my levels are amazing. You guys have helped so much. Congratulations. That must feel really, really good.
What can I eat in the cinema? This is great because we are actually experts at taking snacks into the movie theater.
You can do Cello Wisps or Parm Crisps.
Does he pee again? Or is it the first one?
The first one. So yeah, we have a ton
We
of
got
stuff.
these. These are both good. Moon cheese is probably my fave. Parm crisps. Pork rinds.
And then we get like dried cured meats. So like dried chorizo is a good option.
Nuts.
Pork rinds, nuts, pili nuts. I like to take pili nuts. We always take a Zevia soda or like a diet Sprite.
Have you all made jerky yet? Yeah, we have a recipe on our cookbook and on our website. Should we try this casserole? Should we cut into it?
Can you hold them real quick?
Can you have watermelon or cantaloupe on keto? I would say no. It's pretty much just sugar. It's really sugary. There's not it's not a real healthy food, either of those. There's not much micronutrients to go along with all the sugar. And yeah, if you're trying to really be in ketosis, it's not great for that.
Okay, so the casserole is done. It's rested. We are gonna try it.
Where do you get Primal Kitchen items? Are they available in stores?
Yeah, so I've seen them in Whole Foods. They're a little pricey in Whole Foods, but Publix has them. It's usually quite like $3, $4 cheaper at Publix. I've never seen them at Kroger. And then Amazon, you can get them online.
John H., favorite repeat comedian guest on Joe Rogan, hands down Tom Segura. I love Tom Segura.
Tom Segura is not that good.
What are you talking about? We went to him in San Francisco and I almost died. I almost had a throat contusion.
I loved him because you loved him and I love you.
Are you kidding? You didn't think his stand-up was hilarious?
I'm just showing Facebook. This is what it looks like. It's beautiful. It smells so good.
Do you want to cut it?
Yeah.
We're going to cut it into eighths, probably.
Yeah.
So it's really easy to calculate the nutrition. How many ounces of cheese?
4.
Yeah, so it's half an
5.
ounce.
Yeah.
5? Okay, that makes it a little more difficult.
But you can do 4 next time. Just make it easily. So if it was 4, it'd be half an ounce, 1 egg, 1 tablespoon of heavy cream, and then that's it.
Yeah.
And then
I
like the
wasn't listening.
seasonings.
Anything different us over 40 keto beginners should watch out for or do differently? I don't have any experience with that, but just we talked to some people. I think just scaling into it a little bit slower could be good because your body's not as good at dealing with drastic changes at that age. But 40's not that old.
40's
right?
not old at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna be 40
At that age,
soon.
you're
But
better
yeah,
at cutting.
just like slowly decreasing carbs and increasing fat instead of just jumping right in, I think might be good. We probably shouldn't be using this knife in the non-stick pan, I know, but...
We're getting all new stuff when we move.
Are we? You didn't tell me that.
We're getting new pan, not stick pans. We need more.
This isn't cutting well. I'm just going to cut a slice out. We can deal with it after.
Okay.
I wonder how this is going to be with the bison.
I know. I really like bison in burger form, but we've done like scrambles with bison and like I don't love it. I like ground beef a lot better. You want like a...
Yeah, give me... Get a question.
I'll get a question. What do you think of cacao butter in your coffee or fat bombs? Really great. Matt used to put cacao butter in his, or do you still in your bulletproof coffee?
Not anymore. It tastes good.
And we have a chocolate bar recipe with cacao butter. Why, what mixed breed is Julius? He is 2 types of terrier, part Yorkie and then part...
Is he part Yorkie?
Demon terrier.
This is not coming out too easily. Oh, okay. That didn't really come out well.
We need new pans, I said.
Yeah, I wonder why it stuck so much.
Hopefully yours didn't stick. Let us know if you made it and it turned out good. And we're gonna give this a try.
Here it is, guys.
Show it on Facebook.
Let's give it a try. Did you put salt and pepper?
Yeah.
Okay. She always forgets to put salt for some reason.
I mean, I have kidney disease and I'm used to not putting salt and stuff. I told you.
Go ahead.
This looks good.
It would be cool if we did more roasts and stuff. Yeah, we could do more. We should actually do more. You're right.
The sage and the rosemary. That's on point. We hope you guys liked it too.
That is phenomenal. I say phenomenal so much.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I really like sage.
Do you need tickets to the book signing in Austin? No, you don't. Just show up. So it's at the Book People in Austin, June 14th, 6:30. And yeah.
If you could only choose one keto meal for the last meal, what would it be?
You're gonna make me choose?
Mine would probably just be like a big, no, actually like a filet steak with like some.
Oh, mine would probably be like chicken crust pizza
Oh,
with
really?
like sour cream all dolloped all over it and like ground beef and tons of cheese.
John H, $3 donation. Castor Troy or Sean Archer?
I
You're
don't
talking
know.
about Pastor Troy?
Who are those people?
I don't know who Castor Troy or Sean Archer is. Maybe it's like a political race
But
in
if we
Georgia
have
or
to pick
something.
Sean Archer.
Yeah, I'm just gonna randomly go with Sean Archer.
All right, should we call it?
Yep.
All right, guys. It's been an hour. We love you. Thanks so much for joining us.
We'll be back next Sunday?
Yes, next Sunday.
Next Sunday, guys.
Bye.